So another Christmas has come and gone, and I thought I would share everything gaming related that I got this year. So before I begin, I wanted to say a massive thank you to all those who got me these gifts this year. Super awesome stuff, and I'm really, really excited to try each and every game that I received, as well as just gaming related stuff. So yeah, again, thank you, and I feel a bit spoiled, but thank you. Getting started right off with this controller right here that I got. It's the DualSense Chroma Indigo controller for PS5. I've already been using it quite a bit for a game that I'll talk about here in a second, but really, really cool looking controller, especially in person. I feel like videos and pictures don't do it justice, but the purple and bluish, shiny, shiny, I don't know. It looks really cool. So definitely an awesome controller, and I'm really excited about that. First game I'm talking about here is for the PlayStation 2, and that's Defender. I don't know much about this game, except it's kind of a remake, remaster of that classic game released back in the day. So definitely excited to check it out, though. I like spaceship stuff, and it has a multiplayer mode, too, that I'm curious to see how that is. So yeah, definitely excited to try this one out. Next up, another PlayStation 2 game, and that's Grandia 2. Another game that I don't know much about, but just like every other game on this list, I'm definitely excited to play it. And can we... okay, I just have to say, cover art looks awesome. I love that bright red in the middle, and then kind of that bluish purple around. I don't know. Looks really cool. Gotta appreciate the awesome cover art on some of these games, because, man, good cover art on a game, kind of sells it sometimes. Next up, a PS4 game, and this was kind of an early Christmas present that I got a couple weeks before Christmas. Opened one early, I guess. Anyway, Black Ops 4 for the PlayStation 4. I really like the Black Ops games, specifically in the Call of Duty series. And this is one I never played before, so I was interested to see it. And sure enough, surprisingly, it was a surprise that I got this. I hadn't asked for this or anything. I hadn't told anyone that this was something that I was interested in getting. And definitely an awesome surprise. And actually the first Call of Duty game that I've gotten on PlayStation, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I've played it quite a bit, and I'm enjoying it. People do still play this game if you're curious. Next up, a PlayStation 5 game, and that is Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. This is, from what I understand, kind of a Metroidvania style game, which is really awesome. I really like those games. A couple of years back, I played through all the Metroid games, all the 2D ones, and that was super fun. And Dread especially, I really enjoyed. So this is anything like that, I'm really excited to see. Anyway, really excited to check this out, though. And it's awesome to get more PS5 games, as my collection is, of course, pretty small in that, as I just recently got a PS5. Next up, another PS5 game, and that is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This is one that I was debating starting to play next, but I went with something different. Anyway, really looking forward to this. Final Fantasy VII Remake was amazing, and I'm excited to see what they do with the sequel. So, really looking forward to checking this one out. Again, just like everything here, I'm just going to say it, I'm excited about everything here, really. So, I'll try and stop saying that for everything on this. But next up, another PS5 game, Final Fantasy 16. So this is the game that I'm playing through right now. So for a while there, I was kind of jumping between a few different games, and it was working okay for a while, but for me, I really like to just focus on one game at a time. So went with this one, so I'm going to stick to it through the end, but really, really enjoying it so far. Put a couple hours into it now. Well, more than a couple probably, but I'm using the DualSense controller that I got, and man, this game has been really fun so far. Next up, one more PS5 game, and that is Demon's Souls. So, admittedly, I have never beat a Souls game. This is going to be the first one. I'm saying it right now. I am going to, once I get around to playing it, this is going to be the first one that I beat. I'm going to play through it all the way to the end. I always start them. Like, I've started Dark Souls Remastered. I've played a bit of Elden Ring as well, and really enjoyed what I played of those, but for some reason just never saw them all the way through yet. Eventually I will, but this is going to be the first one that I play through. Really, this was one of the games I was excited about when the PS5 first got announced. So yeah, definitely one that I wanted to check out. And one Xbox game here, and that is Warhammer Space Marine 2. This, I really like the Warhammer Bolt Gun game. I've played that quite a bit, but this looks really awesome. Kind of Gears of War-like third-person stuff, so definitely excited to check this out. This is one of the more recent games that I've been really excited about playing. And one more thing here, well, kind of two, but at the end of Christmas, the end of the day, we went over to my parents' house, my wife and I, and I got one more present there, and that was the 32X for the Sega Genesis. I was not expecting this at all. It was a complete surprise. So if you guys don't know what the 32X is, it's an add-on for the Genesis, which allows you to play more graphically demanding games, and actually has its own unique library. So it's pretty much its own unique console that just attaches to the Sega Genesis, something like the Sega CD, for example. So it wasn't amazingly, or I guess it wasn't super successful, but it is pretty awesome to get that, as there are some really, really cool games that I'm looking forward to playing on the 32X now that I have one. So yeah, the 32X, super awesome to get that. I was really excited, and did get one game with it, and that's Doom. Perfect game to get with the 32X, being my first game. I'm a big Doom fan, and that is a really, really cool version of Doom. You know, some people don't like it as much. I mean, there are a lot of versions of Doom out there, and this one is pretty dang good, pretty dang impressive for the time, I'm sure. But overall, definitely a huge surprise. I mean, all of these were. So, again, huge thank you to everyone who got me these. It really, really means a lot to me. I feel really spoiled to get this much gaming stuff for Christmas, but I'm curious if you guys got anything for Christmas, gaming related. Let me know down in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.
Nope, I know what it is. Oh my God. Slowly. What? Oh. No way. That's awesome. What is it? Cool.